Have you ever thought how times change, but basic principles, be it selling or success, don't? I'm reminded of that when I think of Rhonda Byrne's success with her book, The Secret, several years ago. She took principles that were developed in the 1800s and in Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich and brought those principles to a new generation. Hi, I'm Ken Smith, Director of Health Products with Assurity. As I've been doing the Critical Steps training, I've talked about Frank Bettger's book, How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success in Selling. When the book was written in 1947, it was a different world. But the book contains principles that are applicable to us today and our industry today, just as they were in 1947. I'll share some of those principles with you in this blog and the next two blogs. Frank Bettger was a baseball player in the minor leagues. He was fired from a team because the manager thought he was lazy. Bettger really said he was so nervous and scared that he wanted to hide his fear from the crowd and the other players. The manager told him, put some enthusiasm into it. So he ended up with a lower level team and did not feel very enthusiastic. But he began to act enthusiastic. He made up his mind that no one would ever accuse him of being lazy again. He wanted to establish himself as the most enthusiastic player in the league. That led him all the way to the major leagues. He said acting enthusiastic did two things for him. It overcame his fear and made his nervousness work for him, and it affected the other players on the team. They became enthusiastic. Frank Bettger was failing as a life insurance salesperson. He was anything but enthusiastic about selling life insurance. In fact, he was out looking for other jobs. He heard a talk on the power of enthusiasm. That made him think about the active principle and how enthusiasm saved his baseball career. He applied it to his first meeting the next day, and he was on his way to success in our industry. Many times we wait for the feeling and then take the action, and that's backwards. You take the action and then the feeling follows. As he says in the book, to become enthusiastic, act enthusiastic, and then you will feel enthusiastic. I can tell you, life is a lot more fun when you're enthusiastic. With anything new, like presenting critical illness, you may be a little nervous. Acting enthusiastic will take that nervousness away. I want to close with a thought from the great Vince Lombardi. If you aren't fired up with enthusiasm, you'll be fired with enthusiasm. Post your comments and questions. You can contact me, ksmith@assurity.com. I'm Ken Smith, and until next time, thank you.